It's early morning at the hospital nurse station. The area is quiet and organized. Nisa and Bella from the night shift are reviewing patient notes. Leah and Vando from the morning shift arrive.
Good morning, Nisa and Bella.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm Leah and this is Nurse Vando from the morning team. We're here to prepare the patient care for today.
Good morning, Leslie and Mas Pandu. Most patients were unstable overnight. There is just one case did not focus on Mr. John Carter. He had an appendectomy in 2 years ago, so we went to make sure everything is clear communication before we sign.
We prepared a summary of his condition, including vital signs, pain level, wound status, and medications. Since it's a surgical case, we recommend doing the handover at his bedside so that the family can also be involved.
That sounds good. It helps build the trust with the patient and the family. May I see the chart first?
Sure, here.
Okay, thank you.
Here, the nurse observation sheet and medication administration record. Everything is up to date.
Okay, I noticed he's scheduled for an abdominal ultrasound tomorrow morning. So, will he be fasting tonight?
Yes, starting tonight at 10 p.m., IV fluid residual lactate will continue at 20 drops per minute. Please keep monitoring the IV site for infiltration or swelling.
Understood. And what about his mobility?
He can sit up and turn in the bed independently, but should not walk without assistance. Like physical therapy is planned for later today.
Okay, perfect. Shall we head to his room now?
Yes, let's go. His wife and
Let's go,
doctor
let's go.
already there.
Okay.
Let's go!
And over at the patient's room. Mr. John Carter is sitting upright in bed with pillows behind him. Mrs. Dini and Miss Mila are seated nearby. The room is clean and quiet.
Good morning, team. Will be taking care of you today. I give them a brief update about your condition from last night.
Okay, please go ahead, Miss Bella. We're ready to note everything.
Okay, thank you. To ensure clear structural communication, I will ask the SBRR firm walk with state of situation, background assessment, and recommendation. Mr. Jorkato is 58 years old, male, currently on post-operation day 2 following an appendectomy. The surgery was performed smoothly on April 4th at 5 p.m. He has been recovering well since then, with no major complication report so far. Mr. Jorkato has a history of hypertension, which is being managed with captopril once daily. He used to smoke heavily for many years, but quit 3 years ago after being diagnosed with high blood pressure. He does not have any known drug allergy. He has admitted due to severe lower right abdominal pain accompanied by nausea and a mild fever. After evaluation, he was diagnosed with acute appendicitis and underwent surgery. Okay, Nurse Nisa?
Can you please?
Okay.
As of last night, Mr. Carter was fully conscious and oriented. His vital signs were stable, blood pressure was 130, 85 mm Hg, pulse was 78 beats per minute, respiratory rate was 18 beats per minute, and body temperature was 56.8 degrees Celsius. He had one bowel movement in the morning, yellow in color and some inconsistency. He urinated spontaneously without discomfort. His pain level was rated at 3 out of 10, which is considered mild, and was well controlled with intravenous paracetamol given every 8 hours. And his surgical wound appeared dry with no signs of infection or discharge. Intravenous fluids were running at 20 drops per minute, and there were no signs of infiltration or swelling at the IV site. He was able to sit up and turn in bed independently, but walking was not yet recommended without assistance. We recommend continuing to monitor Mr. Carter's vital signs every 4 hours throughout the day. Captopril should be administered at exactly 8 p.m. to maintaining control of his blood pressure. Paracetamol will be given at 8 and 4 p.m. to manage an increase in pain. We encourage him to perform deep breathing and effective cooking exercises to prevent potential respiratory complication. Like physiotherapy session is scheduled for later today to support his recovery. In preparation for an abdominal ultrasound tomorrow morning, should begin fasting tonight at 10 p.m. Lastly, we strongly advise involving both Mr. Carter and his family in decision making and engage regarding his condition.
Thank you.
Mr. Dini and Mrs. Mila, if Mr. Carter is want to give up or move around, please assist him gently or call a nurse for help. Then visit to us ask anything. Other medications include ceftriaxone 2 grams, IV once daily, which was last administered at 6 p.m. Mr. Carter consumed approximately 75% of his meals last night and drank enough fluids. He remained cooperative and communicative throughout the night. His main complaint was fine with cooking, but this improved significantly after his post-scanning and refreshing degree.
I really appreciate the care you both give me last night. I feel safe knowing you were around. I hope you got some rest, nurse.
Yes, thank you so much. You explained everything very clearly, which helped me understand how to support my husband better. I feel more confident about help him during his recovery.
I also appreciated how open you were to answer our question. It made us feel more connected to his care plan. I even learned a few things about post-surgery care that I didn't know before. Okay, thank you for the detailed report, Ms. Bella and Ms. Nisa. Okay, Mr. Carter will continue to monitoring your vital sign every 4 hours. If the pain increases, we'll coordinate with the doctor to adjust your medication. Light physical therapy is planned for later today to support your recovery. So, Mrs. Dini and Ms. Mila, feel free to ask any question or use the nurse call button if anything changes. We're always available in the nurse station.
You're very welcome. If anything is unclear, feel free to ask the morning team. We'll be leave you in a good hands. Have a smooth shift.
Okay, same to you, Bella. Will take good of Mr. Carter.
Okay, next nurse. Get well soon to Mr. John Carter.
Thank you, nurse.
Excuse me, I just want to make sure I understand everything correctly. You said my father can sit up and turn in bed by himself, but not from here.
That's right, Miss Mila. Right now, your father is allowed to sit and change his position, because it will help circulation in his body and to prevent complication.
Oh, I see. And about his pain, you mentioned it was at least 3 out of 10 last night. What does that mean actually? Is that confidence normal after surgery?
Good question, Miss Dini. A pain level of 3 on a scale of 0 to 10 means that Mr. Carter experienced mild discomfort, which is actually quite good to someone who had surgery 2 days ago. Naturally, we aim to keep post-operative pain between 0 and 4. Can move comfortably and recover faster. His current medication is given paracetamol 4 every 8 hours. Seems to be working well.
He told me earlier that he felt some tightness coughing. Is that something we should worry about?
It's not necessarily actually. It's common for the patient to feel some tension around the surgical side when they cough, or maybe if he take a breath. This happens because the abdominal muscle are involved in the both action. So we actually encourage the gentle coughing and deep breathing to prevent the lung complication, and also complication like pneumonia
it make it more comfortable, so you can help him support the incision with a pillow while he cough, and this is called splitting. It reduces the pulling sensation and make coughing less painful.
Oh, okay. Got it. And what about his blood pressure medicine? So he still take in the morning, even on empty stomach.
Okay, yes, he should take his captopril and usually at 8 a.m. With a small sip of water maybe. Since it's a low jump and he's been taking it regularly, it can safe to take it even while fasting. So we'll give him just enough water to show the pill.
Alright, that clear things up for us. Thank you so much for explaining everything for me.
Yes, I feel more confident now, knowing what to expect and how to help him.
You're very welcome. Please don't hesitate to tell us if you have any question or need to help with anything. Whether it's just adjusting his position, managing pain, or just needing reassurance. We are here for both Mr. Carter and for you.
Thank you, nurse. I appreciate how patient you've been with our patient.
Of course, sir, this is the part of our job, making sure you and your family feel support. Is there any question?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, we will meet again maybe at 10 o'clock. After that, if you have any question, maybe you can visit in the nursing station at the corner of the room. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I will leave.
Yeah, thank you, nurse.
After completing the bedside handover, Leah and Vander returned to the nurse station for evaluating and planning.
So Vander, what did you think? Was the information clear enough?
Yes, most of it has been well explained, especially about the wound and activity in section 1. But maybe we should highlight about the schedule captopril to avoid the delays.
Okay, good point. And please take a note in the observation sheet that captopril must be given at exactly at AM. And also, let's confirm the physical therapy plan for today.
Will do. I also recheck about the fluid intake and output and monitor his food consumption too.
Perfect. And don't forget to engage with the patient and the family regularly, because involving communication can improve the patient safety and the satisfaction.
Okay, absolutely. I also remind about the family about calling about us before he tries to stand. Okay, Nurse Fanda speaking.
Excuse me, could someone come here for a moment? I need a little help getting more comfortable.
Okay, sir, I'll be right there.